We all carry something. Keys to the car, bags of groceries, or memories that stretch across oceans. And if we're lucky, we carry each other through the hard parts. Good morning, Wake County. I'm Steve. And today's episode starts in a hard place, but it doesn't end there. This week in Wake Forest, a wrong-way crash on Capitol Boulevard took the life of 24-year-old Katana Perry and left 3 others seriously injured. Police say the driver, a 74-year-old man from Philadelphia, was heading south in the northbound lanes near Star Road just after 11 p.m. A 3-car collision. He's still hospitalized. Police say when he recovers, he'll face charges. And I'll be honest, when I saw the headline, I didn't just read it. I felt it. Because not that many years ago, I was afraid my own dad might end up in a story like that. He lived in Wake Forest too, and as his dementia progressed, so did the danger behind the wheel. He once drove up the exit ramp nearly into oncoming traffic on Capitol Boulevard. Someone turned him around just in time. That shook me. I knew I had to do something, but asking your father to give up driving, that's not a conversation. That's a minefield. We sat at the kitchen table and I gently brought it up. He looked me in the eye and he said, "Steve, if I can't drive, I'll feel like less of a person. I won't feel like a man. Don't do this to me." I didn't want to, but I couldn't ignore the risk. At his next neurology appointment, I quietly asked the doctor for advice, and he had a brilliant idea. The one I want to share with you. The one I think is good news in this story. The doctor said there's a retired state trooper who does independent driving tests. Let's let your dad prove it. My dad agreed, and I said, "But if you fail, Dad, will you promise me to stop driving?" And he said, "Yes." The day of the test, the trooper showed up, crisp, haircut, quiet, authority. Before they pulled out, he told my dad 3 colors to remember. And as they drove off, I started to panic. I'd already forgotten them. They were supposed to be gone about an hour. 20 minutes later, they came back. The trooper stepped out looking not so crisp. He ran a hand through his hair and he said, "That man can't drive." And the look on his face said more than the words ever could. The written report that followed confirmed it. Trouble with speed, getting lost, and at least one pedestrian who had to jump out of the way. And I reminded my dad of his promise, and he nodded. "Yeah, I remember." Because I didn't want to repeat the pain we'd already been through, my wife graciously and gently took him up to turn in his license. And just like that, the license vanished, the keys disappeared, and not long after, the car was sold. No more driving, no more risk, and no potential headline. That's the good news buried in a hard story. There's still time to act before it becomes a tragedy. And if your gut is telling you something's off behind the wheel, listen to it. Cognitive decline doesn't wait for permission. And a neutral expert can turn a family standoff into a decision made with dignity. It worked for us, and I hope it works for you too. And to the Perry family, from all of us here in Wake County, our hearts are with you. So what do you do after a story like that? Well, sometimes you breathe, sometimes you feed someone, and sometimes you find hope in a parking lot with folding tables and some fresh cabbage. Let me explain. At 350 East Holding Avenue in Wake Forest, just across from the Northern Regional Center, a group of neighbors has turned a simple parking lot into a pop-up miracle. It's a pay-what-you-can mobile market thanks to the Northern Community Food Security Team and ripe for revival. Every second and fourth Thursday, rain or shine, they show up. Eggs, dairy, fruits, and vegetables, straight from North Carolina farms. But this market, this one runs on dignity. You can grab what you need, and you see a suggested price, and then you decide what you can pay. More if you're able, less if you're not. And as they say, accessible and affordable to all, regardless of budget. That stuck with me because I remember back in the 80s when I stretched a jar of peanut butter so far it became an art form. Wake Forest was actually the first town in the county to endorse the Comprehensive Food Security Plan back in 2018, and now it's not just collards and sweet potatoes. A mobile wellness center is also there with health checks, Medicaid help, even Wi-Fi, and a printer. El Pueblo shows up and supports our Latino neighbors. Last year alone, this little market served over 1,500 people and gave out more than 9,000 pounds of food. That's not a handout. That's community. So the next time you pass that white truck on Holding Avenue, stop. You might find a ripe tomato or a delicious peach and restore your faith in humanity. Now, folks, let me take you to a different kind of table, one just off Perry Road in Apex, where you can get a meal and a message. The place is called Yagsi Tent, a playful, soul-nourishing African restaurant tucked beside an urgent care clinic. Hey, you can get your blood pressure checked and then raise it again with some piri-piri wings. You walk in and it's like stepping into Senegal. Flags from across Africa, drums hanging overhead, and in the corner, a shoe-free nook where you can eat with your hands. Your natural silverware, the sign says. Now the man behind it all? Papa Fall. Tall, cheerful, and after 25 years of shifts at TGI Fridays, he decided it was time to build something that felt like home. He missed the food he grew up with, so first came a food truck in 2012, and then a wholesale business, and then this restaurant serving dishes from more than 20 African nations. We're talking jerk chicken and citrus onion sauce, vegan black-eyed pea wraps, Ethiopian Dora Wat that'll make your eyes water and your soul hum. But here's what got me. Papa Fall is said to have pointed to a painting on the wall, women drawing water from a well, just like in his village back in Senegal. He said the women used to sing as they worked, Yagsi Ten, and then he smiled and said, it means if you're patient and persevere, you'll draw more water from the well of the world. That kind of wisdom, you don't find that in most lunch combos. But here in Wake County, between a clinic and a sidewalk, Papa Fall built a well, and people are coming, thirsty for home and delicious food. So what do we carry? A set of keys, a bag of collards, a song from across the sea. And if we're lucky, we carry each other too, whether it's giving up the wheel, paying it forward at a produce stand, or cooking with your heart until strangers feel like family. It's all water from the same well, and like Papa Fall says, if you're patient and we persevere, there's always more to draw from the world. Hey, if today's stories gave you something to think about, boop that like button. Give me a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It helps more folks find this, and visit tapyournews.com to sign up for the free daily email. Suggest a town I should cover, or just send me a message. Thanks for starting your day with me. I'm Steve, and keep your eyes open today for all the good around you. See ya.